as you can see here, I've added some colour to the Westlands Widgeon. Very light dusting of some red acrylic sprayed on to keep it very light. That'll do. It's enough to give it a bit of colour. I'm going to use the transfers which came with the kit, and they're rather stunning. Look at that baby there. So I'm going to put the transfers on the wings and this insignia on the side, and I think that'll really make it pop. So let's have a look what we have to do. I'm trying to make out what I'm looking at here. Would it be... Not sure how it would be actually. I'm looking here. I can just about see 3 letters on one side, and I don't know what it is on the other. So I'm going to go with, I think, we just put the fuselage to one side. Might be easier to do the fuselage first actually, because it's not as big a transfer, and it's a long time since I've put a transfer on a model. So let's go with the smaller one, which I don't know how well that's going to show up. You can see it there now. I'm going to put that onto the side, and I think that'll make this fuselage pop, put them out of harm's way. And the whole thing's just going to be glued together, I think. It's so light that I hope that any hard contact it has with terra firma will mean that it doesn't get, severely damaged, but time will tell. And that's not my problem, it's Roy's. Right, I'm putting these out of the way, because the number of times I've lost pieces from this model just by putting them on this wreck of a table. And I'll get a cloth to do that, and this is going to be warm water, and that's how I'm going to apply it. So let's get set up. So I've cut one of the transfers off, dipping it into the warm water, and then it's just a case of watching it very closely and seeing when the glue becomes separated enough for them to slide off. And I've got a feeling that that's pretty imminent. Let's see. Looks like they're splitting a bit, which was to be expected, I suppose. Right, okay. Now, I'm going to move this around with a brush. Wait a second, I haven't got one. They're very delicate, that's for certain. This R's gone all a kilter. Come on. I'm going to try and push that around with a pair of tweezers, see what I can do to rescue it. because it's not right. I don't suppose the age of the transfers is helping actually. In fact, I'm certain it's not helping. Ah! Maybe it's a good idea to start with this one because I've made a real mess of it. That's the R. Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do. So that's one down. One to go. I'm not looking forward to the next one, but I'll get that done. Let that dry, do the next one, and then, goodness me, I've got to tackle these larger ones for the wing. We'll see. Well, goodness me, that was difficult, but it'll do. I think it looks okay. Now, this is going to be a real tearjerker, I believe, trying to put them on the wing, but let's go for it. I'm going to do this on my knee. I don't know whether that's just fear or for comfort, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm hoping these are a little bit thicker than the ones that I've put on the fuselage. They were very thin. And as I say, I'm well out of practice with this game. Back in the days when I was making them and hanging off the ceiling in the bedroom when I was a kid, so it's a long, long time since I've done a transfer. But it'll make a difference if I can get it to work. No, it's not moving. Wait a little bit longer. This is my least favourite part of the job, I think, up to now. There's been one or two moments. It's just starting to move there. Leave it a little bit longer. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. That's better. That's a lot better. Because I think basically it's a much thicker transfer. And it'll dry out. Tissue's becoming a little bit wrinkled, but it'll dry out. Right, crack on with that. Yep, there's no way around it. I've just got to get on with it. Come back when it's done. Well, I managed to get them on. They're not brilliant. There are a few little wrinkles, but from a few feet up in the air, I think they'll look fine. Really makes the wing pop, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do now is glue the pieces in for the cabane struts, and then we'll see how it all lines up on the fuselage. Let's get cracking. Make sure I'm putting these in correctly. So I think it goes. Just get them lined up and then I'll glue them in place with some CA. I do want to retain actually. Doesn't seem a lot of strength in this. If I'm not happy with it, what I'm going to do is add some carbon struts in. Surprising, once these are glued in place they may firm up quite a bit. Well, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. And this one, last one. Just lining them up. Doesn't seem a lot to that, does there? But never mind, we'll see. Well, there we go, folks. I'm calling this video done. There's some wing struts to put on and an exhaust to fit, and then the tail surface and the control surfaces to connect up. But that I'm pleased with. I struggled with the transfers, I have to admit. I don't know how much of that is just my inability to put them on properly, but also I think the age of them as well will not have helped. I don't know how old this kit is, but it's some age. But anyway, it looks quite presentable, I think. I think it'll look like a nice model. I've got spats to do for the, not spats, the fairings that go on the undercarriage to do, but quite startling, I think. I hope Roy likes it. That's all, folks. Get creative.